Hi, I'm making this little video because of an Instagram post. I'm going to read it to you. Panheadplayboy says, "What is the goal amount to be raised?" Good question. And he says, "I don't understand how you're going to pay your insanely high mortgage and rent off of people donating money as a sole income." Another good question. "Your record high prices on bikes for sale is a good indicator that you aren't looking to sell any bikes at all. Why has no one questioned why you have not sold a few bikes for a more reasonable amount and continue doing whatever it is that you do? It sounds pretty ridiculous that you would produce so many videos thinking of it as a job, then expect people to pay for them after the fact. I can't quite wrap my head around how this is any different than a peddler on a corner asking for money and walking around the corner to jump into his brand new SUV to head to his $1 million home. More power to you, I suppose, but I wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing I was living off a money scam." You're right, I wouldn't. I couldn't, and I don't. This is why, years ago, in the 90s, late 90s, Barnett Harley Davidson, Mr. Sherman Barnett, would send me $100,000 up front money. Let me know what bikes you bought me, because I could be trusted. This is why when I sell a motorcycle to some customer who is not locally, whether it's a $5,000 bike or a $50,000 bike, I know they're going to get their motorcycle, because I've got a pretty good reputation of trust out there. When I sell a part on eBay, they actually get what they paid me for, not a fake reproduction part. Most expensive bikes. Well, let's talk about Eric Bass and his fake bikes at Davenport. $110,000, $120,000 for reproduction parts on a fake knucklehead. So no, my bikes are not the most expensive bikes out there. They're real. You don't have to buy them. I will sell them. They're not the most expensive bikes. Let's talk about a restored 36 with reproduction parts that sold in Vegas for $180,000 with reproduction parts. Not even a correct 36. How about 2 years ago, 46 on eBay brings $83,000. Needing a complete tear down on running. The owner came and said, "I don't know if it's original paint or not." Brings $83,000. How about the 37 knucklehead sold in Japan for $175,000 2 years ago? No, my bikes are not the most expensive bikes. They are real. They are exactly what I say they are. And I've got far cheaper 7 knuckleheads than the one I put on eBay. I haven't put them up because I have customers coming here to look at them. And said, "Don't put them on eBay till we see them." Okay, they're not on eBay yet. Will be. My bikes are not the most expensive bikes. Going back to whatever I do. Well, here's the fucking problem. What I do is I buy and sell bikes, and what I do requires being able to see the newspapers, and Craigslist has blocked international search. You can't go to Tempest, you can't go to One Craigs, you can't look at Craigslist internationally on a national level anymore. So I'm out of work. I got put out of work, and I've been losing money for a while now. Well, that's what happens. I'm out of money. Just because I got a couple little bikes does not mean I have any money left. I got a couple little bikes. I can sell my bikes and be just fine. But the people that have been watching the channel will no longer be able to see me show this and that and this and that, take this apart and what this and what that is with these motorcycles. So the motorcycles will be gone. Well, I said, "Hey, my bikes are for sale." People said, "What? Whoa, whoa, wait, we can't watch Greenie anymore? We can't watch this one and that one?" I said, "Well, no, I'm going to sell them." Well, hey, try crowdfunding. I'm trying them at the subscriber's request. That doesn't mean it'll work. You guys decide. Here's the reality. 6,000 subscribers. Okay, you and a couple of kids, you know, wife, girlfriend, whatever, over to the movies, and some nachos and gas is over $100. That's the reality. $100 is nothing. 6,000 subscribers, that's $600,000. The goal is we need to show the guys with the big money that there's enough interest out there that maybe we should do this as a TV show. Well, a TV show is going to cost millions of dollars, pal. It ain't going to happen for $200,000 or $300,000. Why would it cost millions of dollars? Well, they're going to make a TV show off of 8 little bikes. Where do you think we're going to get the bikes from? We got to go buy them. Just like I went and bought that literature. Like I went and bought this one and that one and all of those over there. I didn't have to do a video on any of these cool bikes that are in my personal collection. I did not have to do that. You know what I got to do a video on? On something I'm going to resell for profit. Why don't you sell them for cost? What's my cost? Gee, the cost of the bike, cost of how many years and thousands of miles and flying here and driving there, looking having then finally bought the bike, and then how much did I lose from having the money tied up for however long I had it? That's the cost of the motorcycle. That's the real cost of the motorcycle. Or do you think these bikes just magically showed up at my door one day for a couple of grand? Well, I got a big old reefer you should smoke. Come back down to reality. That didn't happen. They were expensive when I bought them. They're going to be expensive when I sell them. So I didn't get no deal. Not on this stuff. You don't get a deal on this kind of quality machine. You pay the price so you don't get it. And that was my reality, and it's going to be anybody's reality, unless you just get stupid ass lucky. I never have. So let me clue you into my background. I started Todd's Garage 33 years ago. I lived in a garage. No insulation, no heat, no running water, no nothing. It was a stupid ass garage, a detached garage from my house in an alley for $100 a month rent. And for my effort, I had somebody break in my little detached garage and steal most of my stuff. And it ended up with Vic Kings, who promptly sold all my stuff and then told everybody else I was stealing bikes, when it was him stealing everybody's bikes. The clubs found out about it, finally, and ran him out of town. Vic's Custom Cycle in Reseda. Okay? I've been around. I've been doing this a long time. I can sell this stuff. I'll be just fine, but I won't be able to share it on YouTube. Okay? Nobody's paid me to share it. It was all free information. I had to go out and pay the money and find this and find that. It was all free information. Well, free stops. If you guys want to see me share these bikes, I'm out of money. I live in a stupid $980 a month apartment. This is Los Angeles. That's free. I live in the freaking ghetto, man. With gunshots and gangs and drug dealers. I live in the freaking ghetto. Okay? You see a big shop, but guess what? We got legal marijuana here in Los Angeles, in California. It's called medical marijuana with stupid weird laws. You gotta have prescriptions. You write up a bunch of prescriptions, you get busted. Yeah, I got 20 prescriptions right there. I got 200,000 prescriptions over there. However many you say you got, you think they're really gonna call up every guy? No, they hand them a bunch of phony paperwork and go, yeah, I can have a couple million plants. They're making 10, 20 million a month. So the rents are going through the roof. Foreign corporations are scooping in here, opening up grow houses left and right with a stupid ass business in the front. I got the place next door because they busted a grow house. I got it on the sublease. That's the reason why I could find a place to go at all, and I lost my lease here. So I spent $150,000 in a year and a half looking all around the country for somewhere else to try and go, and discovered I can't handle physically cold weather. At 40 degrees, I got bronchitis. My body will not handle it. I beat myself up on too many years. Cannot do it. Just like some of the guys in the cold weather area, they can't handle our weather here. They come over here at 80 degrees and break out hives. You know, it's a matter of what you can deal with. I can't deal with the colder. I'd have been there. Costs money to move. Well, downside. Well, hello, that means sell motorcycles. It means you can't see them. No problem. I got no problem selling bikes. I got no problem. That was my idea. Hey, bikes are all for sale. Subscriber says, wait, how about crowdfunding? That's their idea. If you want to see me continue this exploration, and you want to see this as a TV show, you got to fund it. The big boys won't do it. They don't think you have enough interest. Right now, it doesn't look like you do. I'm getting far more hate emails and hate comments than I have people going, Block, we got to save this and send a little bit of money. That's where it's at. If you don't want it, it's no big deal. I'll sell bikes. You just won't see it anymore. Not a problem. It's really not a problem. I'll survive. I'll be fine. I've lost 3 collections. I've been floated down to Zip a bunch of times. I didn't have one of these bikes 5 years ago. Not one. Not one. I can sell them all. Ain't gonna break my heart, but you all miss out. That's the reality. You gotta decide whether what I've taken the time and the money to show you for free is worth investing a little bit in the hopes that maybe we get a TV show because the big boys now see there's enough interest. I assure you, if you don't at this point, there ain't never gonna be a TV show. Oh no. No interest. Why would they do that? No interest. They won't. Simple as that. So it's out of my hands. It's in your hands. 6,000 of you. 6,000 of you send in $100 a piece. We got $600,000. I assure you the big boys are going to go, whoa, what? I guess we should invest some money. That's what that'll do. So we're at $1,000 and counting. That's pathetic. But whatever it is, if it's not enough, it's not a big deal. I'll refund everybody's money. I'm not taking your money unless we get some kind of, you know, in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know, 40, 50 grand ain't gonna save this. Your money comes back to you. It'll be right on Instagram, it'll be right on the tube, this. There's emails, you know, I can hit refund, everybody gets their money back. I'm not taking people's money unless we get this magic number. And now we got a magic number, okay? Everybody who's put in has basically invested in a potential business. That TV show has the potential of making money. Whenever you invest in a business, maybe you make money and maybe you lose. I've invested in lots of businesses and lost my ass. That's the reality. So if we get enough money and we can have a potential business, then everybody has to look at it as an investment. And if we actually start making money, guess what? Your investment's going to pay off. You get a portion of that business. You get a portion of the business. All right? So you got to decide if it's worth your time, if the free information I've given everybody is worth your time, if you'd enjoyed the videos enough to save it. Because if I sell these bikes, I can't make no more videos. There's nothing to make a video on. That's what people just don't get to think. Make video, okay, with what bike? Go back to what you're doing. I can no longer buy and sell bikes how I was to make a living. One or two here or there don't make a living. It just means I just lose a little less money. That's all it means. You guys decide. You know, the fate of the channel's in your hands. I would have pulled the plug. Everybody said, no, don't do it. That's why I put up, the bikes are now for sale video. That was, man, sell bikes. Pull the plug. It's okay. It's not a problem. You guys decide. If you want me to continue this and share this with everybody, you know, all you haters out there, stop the jealousy, man. Hello? Stop the jealousy. Think for a second, man. Nobody is going to drop the belly pans and all the original paint bikes and show all this literature and all this documentation and put it on YouTube, but this idiot. That's the thanks I get for being stupid. Hey, see you guys.